Hi, I'm Jenna from Salton Grove in Stowe, Vermont, and today we'll be doing a power Pilates flow. So first and foremost, if you have your Bala Bangles, go ahead and put them around your ankles. We're gonna leave them around our ankles for most of this class. And then you can step to the back of your mat. Our feet are about hips width distance apart. We're gonna take a deep breath in, raise our arms up overhead, clasp those hands together, and just take a nice stretch. We have these beautiful flowers in the studio, but I do keep hitting them today, so don't mind me. Bring your hands into prayer and forward fold over those legs. And just hang. Rock from side to side. Shake your head yes. Shake your head no. And back to center. Bring your hands in front of your feet and start to walk out into a downward facing dog. And just pedal out those legs. Wake up the body. Raise that right leg up nice and high, three-legged dog, and pull that right knee to right elbow. And extend. Right knee to left elbow, pause, and extend. Right knee to nose, and extend it long. Again, right knee to right elbow, extend. Right knee to left elbow, extend. Right knee to nose, hold for 3, 2, 1. Drop that foot right in between the hands. Find your balance here and rise on up into a lunge, arms overhead. And breathe. As we straighten the legs, we pump the arms back and come back forward. Pump the arms back and lower. We lift and lower for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it nice and low. Bring your hands into prayer. Inhale. On the exhale, twist to the right. And drop that elbow outside the right knee, taking a nice little twist. Option here to extend both arms long and open a little bit deeper. Take that left hand and place it on the mat inside the right foot. Step the right foot back to meet the left in a side plank. Here we drop the hips and lift for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back to your high plank. Hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shoot the hips back, downward facing dog. Pedal it out. Rise that left leg up nice and high. Pull left knee to left elbow. Extend. Left knee to right elbow. Extend. Left knee to nose, hold. And extend it back up. Left knee to left elbow. Left knee to right elbow. Extend. Left knee to nose, hold for 3, 2, 1. Step the foot between the hands. Find your balance here. And rise up into your lunge. This time, when we straighten the legs, we goalpost the arms, pulling elbows down. Lift and lower and lift for 6,
5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands come into prayer. I'm going to switch sides here so you can see me. Hands come into prayer. We twist to the left. Bring that right elbow outside the left knee. Option to stay here or to open both arms out nice and long. And breathe. Bringing that right hand inside the left foot. We step the left foot, stacking it on top of the right. Dip the hips and lift for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bringing the left hand down to the mat, back in our plank position. Bring both feet together, legs together. Zip those legs up so they're nice and tight, squeezing, squeezing. Drop the right knee to the mat and lift left knee. Alternating knee taps for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Double knee taps. Both knees tap the mat and lift and tap and lift for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it here. We pike the hips up and return it back to plank. Pike, shooting those hips up and back to plank. 2 more. Pike, lift, and plank. Pike, lift, and plank. We add ankle taps here. Separate the feet by about 4 or 5 inches. This time we pike, take the right hand and tap the left ankle and back to plank. Left hand to right ankle, tap and plank for 8. 7. Really reaching. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Beautiful. Widen the knees to the edges of the mat and take a child's pose. You deserve it. One more breath here. Roll yourself up onto all fours. I'm going to turn this way so you can see me. We want our wrists under our shoulders and our knees under our hips. We send the left leg straight back, toes pointed, reaching, lengthening, and the right arm comes out in front of us. And return it all back to the mat. And lift and lower for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold everything long. Flip the palm up to face the ceiling. Tiny pulses in the arm and the leg for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it nice and long. Pull knee to elbow, crunch it in. Extend everything long. Crunch, extend for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop the right hand and knee back to the mat. Take a quick cat-cow. And back to center. Right leg goes out nice and long. Left arm reaches. And we return it all back to center. Lift, reach, 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 lengthen, and back. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it all nice and long. Flip that palm up to face the ceiling. Tiny lifts. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it all up nice and high. Crunch knee to elbow. Extend long. Knee to elbow. Extend long. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it all back down. Drop the belly, lift the gaze, and exhale for cat. Again. Adding a little extra movement here. Begin waving the body in a cat-cow motion. As if you're on all fours on the beach in the waves. And the waves are pushing you through this cat-cow. And reverse directions if you haven't already. And back to center. Widen the knees to the edges of the mat. Bring the toes together. Shoot those arms nice and long. Take a good child's pose here. Bring your arms behind you. Interlock those fingers. And take a nice stretch. Bring the arms back. Walk those hands towards your knees. Come to sit on your heels. And bring your hands in front of you and give the wrists a nice little stretch. Releasing any tension. This is always available to you when you're doing work in all fours or in plank. A nice little break. Back down to the mat. Walk back out onto all fours and lower down to your forearms. Plug belly in. We're going to send the right leg up to 90 degrees. Toes are pointed. Open the hip, creating an arabesque or diamond shape with the leg. And we're going to lift the knee just a couple of inches. We lift and lower, and lift and lower. Imagine I have a string tied around your knee, and I'm up on the ceiling just lifting that string like a marionette. For 6, 5, 4, really feeling the squeeze in the outer glute. 2, and 1, hold it here. Bring that right knee down to tap the left knee and open the hip, extend the leg long. Bring it down to tap and extend. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Extend that leg long, square the hips, and draw big circles with those toes on the back wall. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it at the top. Reverse for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend that leg up to 90 degrees. Flex the foot. Lift through the heel and lower. Keeping the knee at hip height for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring that right knee down to meet the left knee and extend it long. Flexed foot. Right knee to left knee and extend. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold that leg out nice and long. Point the toes. Lift 2 inches and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower it down. Come on up onto your hands. Open that right arm nice and wide and thread the arm under the left arm. Extend that left arm nice and long and take a nice stretch. You're working so hard. It's important to take a moment to rest, recover, and take care of you. Unfolding yourself back onto all fours. Coming onto the other side, we lower down back onto our forearms. Send that left leg up at 90 degrees. Open the hip, point the toes, diamond shape, arabesque the leg. We lift the knee and lower, and lift, and lower. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it here. Lower the knee, tap the right knee. Open the hip, extend the leg long. Tap the knee, extend it long. And tap, extend. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep that leg lifted nice and long, square off the hips. Drawing big circles on the back wall with that leg. Pausing at the top. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, plug the belly in, 2, and 1. Hold it at the top. Hold, hold, hold. Reverse for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold that leg out nice and long. Bend the leg to 90 degrees. Flex the foot. Lift the heel and lower. We lift. As you lower the knee, try to keep it at hips height. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower that left knee to tap the right. Extend it all long. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold that leg long, point the toes, lift it 2 inches higher, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower it down. Step it back up into a downward facing dog. Pedal it out. Beautiful work. Whew, gotta love a good glute series. Walk your feet towards your hands. Bend the knees and lower your seat onto the mat. Hold arms out in front. Tuck that tailbone and lower down for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stretch those arms up overhead. Stretch those legs out nice and long. Shake them out. Bend that right knee into the chest. Give it a nice hug. Take the left hand over the outside of the right knee. Extend the right arm out long by your side. Pull that right knee over the left side of the body for a spine stretch, pointing your gaze over the right fingertips. I know I was not feeling like doing this today, but I'm so glad I did. The hardest part is showing up. And back to center. Hug both knees in. Rock and sway. Extend that right leg long. Hug that left leg nice and tight. Send the left arm out into a T. Grab onto the outside of the left leg with your right hand. And pull that knee over the right side of the body. And point your gaze over the left fingertips. Coming back to center. Hug both knees in. Rock back and forward. And come into a comfortable seated position. We'll send our legs out in front of us. Just give them a nice shake, shake. Raise arms up overhead and dive over those legs, tenting the hands on the outside of the knees. We walk those tented hands towards the ankles. If you're able to, you could grab onto your feet. And if not, you can just grab as far as you can tent those hands. And drop the head. Slowly roll up and pull those legs into a comfortable seated position. Bring one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly, and close your eyes. Come back to your breath. For me, I know I just have so many things to do. And so making time to show up on the mat feels like a bonus, not a must. But it really isn't. Because when I do, I feel so much better. So if you're like me, thank yourself for stepping onto your mat today and for pressing play. Because we deserve it. So feel that breath, feel that energy flowing through where your hands are laying. And recognize that shift, that impact that this movement had on you today. Bring the hands to heart center. Take one more deep inhale together. And exhale. Thank you for joining me today. I appreciate you pressing play. I hope you have a beautiful day.